Latest coming in at this moment, trouble for the Air India flight to Chicago, which has been diverted now to Canada. Now, the flight lands in Canada after a bomb threat, in fact, apparently was made. So, even as you've been seeing, a lot of hoax calls around these bomb threats have been made recently also of many flights. But as a protocol is, every threat, even if it turns out to be a hoax, has to be taken very, very seriously, and measures are immediately employed to ensure that there is 0% chance of any mishap as far as the airlines are concerned. The Indian Airlines, Air India, in fact, has said that Air India flight from Delhi to Chicago has been diverted after the following a bomb threat. Let me. All right, what we'll try and do, we'll go across to our colleague Vishnu Shom, who covers the aviation sector very, very closely to try and get more details. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, in the last few months, we have reported many a times where airports, schools and flights have to be, in fact, grounded because of bomb threats, which turned out to be hoax later. But at this moment, important news coming in on the broadcast. So news coming in, the Indian Airlines Air India flight, in fact, which was on its way to Chicago, United States, was diverted to Canada, has landed now. And at this moment, all the various necessary steps are being taken, are conducted to ensure that this threat which was made on this flight to in fact check all the possible angles as far as this flight is concerned. Remember, all these threats are taken very, very seriously. At this moment, what we know is that as a precautionary measure, this Air India flight has landed in Canada. So this flight was on its way to Chicago, United States from India. And after that, what we know is that it has been diverted to Canada, where it has landed. Air India officials have said that there was a bomb threat which was made on this flight. So the flight was diverted and has safely landed in Canada. Air India has also said that they take all these threats extremely seriously, Air India has also said that some other airlines along with Air India have been subject to such bomb threats, and post that this step was taken. Now the statement of Air India says that flight AI-127 operating from Delhi to Chicago on October 15, 2024 was subjected to security threat posed online, and as a precautionary measure has landed in Canada. The aircraft and the passengers are being screened as per the laid down security protocol. Air India has activated agencies at the airport to assist the passengers until such time their journey can resume. Air India notes that it and other airlines have been subjected to number of threats in the recent days, though all have subsequently been found to be hoaxes. As responsible airline operator, all threats are taken seriously. Vishnu Shom joins us with more details at this moment. Vishnu, over to you. As Air India has been saying that there have been many threats, not just to Air India, but to other airlines as well. Most of them turn out to be hoax, but airlines can't take a chance.
No, in fact, it's a real crisis in the Indian aviation space. Just in the last in the last, I believe, 24 hours or so, there has been one social media site which is unverified. I believe it's a social media handle which has identified or stated that there will be attacks on specific flights on Indian Airlines, and this is one of the aircraft or flights which was actually targeted. AI-127 operating from Delhi to Chicago on the 15th of October. It has now landed in one of the most remote airfields in Canada, in Iqaluit, which is to the extreme northeast of Canada near the Baffin Bay. And it was, we'll get the exact number of passengers in a little while from now, but it's as a result of this that we have a real crisis in the Indian aviation sort of sector. And what I'd like to stress now is just give you a few details about the extent of the crisis, because this is certainly not a one-off sort of incident which has taken place. It's been happening now for a period of time. On the 14th of October, there were 3 international flights from Mumbai, 2 operated by Indigo, 1 by Air India, which received bomb threats. All of these flights were taken to isolation bays and they were cleared. This happened on the 6th of September 2024 when a Vistara flight from Mumbai to Frankfurt made an emergency landing in Turkey. It happened on the 18th of June 2024 when over 41 airports across India, including several main ones, received bomb threats. On the 26th of May 2024, Chennai Airport received 2 emails stating bombs would be planted. May 16, 2024, an incident involving an Air India flight from Delhi to Vadodara, where a bomb scare was sparked by a note found on a tissue paper. Now, throughout 2024, there's been an increase in the number of these hoax calls. Now, the Bureau of Civil Aviation Security is what is responsible, or the agency which is responsible for maintaining aviation security. They are investigating all of this. But for airlines, it becomes a nightmare, not least of all for passengers. Remember, there are lots of passengers. We'll get the exact number in a little while from now. But crews can only operate on long-haul flights for a period of time. After that, they cannot fly for a certain number of hours. So new crews have to be brought in as well. We are told that the passengers of this Air India flight are absolutely fine. They're being well looked after. But, it is a real problem now, and one that the government would certainly be looking at very closely.